From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. It's the first game in the month of June between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Miami Marlins. The Buccos find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Rob Irizarry, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. There's no question that these guys have been having a good year so far, but they've been on a real tear lately. Dan Dero, what's been working so well for this team recently?
Everything, Matty. Offense, defense, great starting pitching, a nasty bullpen. I want to be on their roster right now. I think I'm going to go down next managerial interview we got and tell them I want to be on the roster.
Swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, who stands out to you?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's coming off a nice month where he hit 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your licks right there, Dad. Send it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente. Pitch out, nothing doing. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
2 balls and a strike now. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Now a drive out to the gap in right center. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Curtis Wiggins. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right center. Stanton giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Digging in, Angel Vargas. And the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. He's set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. With runners in scoring position this season, Vargas is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
This is the classic case of the modern day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
And that one got a piece of him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Up next for the Buccos, Owen Christian. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. The 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I could tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 misses off the plate. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Runner goes for second. Well hit to right, but foul. Running yet again for second. Count remains 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And now he's on the move again for second. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 1st, and the Buccos have an early 1-0 lead. Dan Wiggins is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
In is Christian Yelich. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. The team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Wiggins has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Bases are empty, one man out. Pulled the string on him. Strike three swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Blair is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. Pirates lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Edward Arnold, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Edward Arnold.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to short. Echeverria has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
So stepping in, Scott Gifford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 2-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, it was a great battle there. And he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
In now, Dan Wiggins. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Line drive to center field. Blair is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Fred Wiggins.
Ready for another chance. Fred Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Pitch out. Nothing doing. There we go. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Pittsburgh, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Orlando Cepeda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cepeda.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started that swing a bit too early.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And fellas, one thing I want you to focus on is the fact that this team flat plays D. They lead the National League with the fewest errors. Can't tell you what that means to a pitching staff. You will see this team bear down on the defensive side of the ball and make some great plays in this one.
First pitch on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente has it in his sights. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. It remains 1-0. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Digging in to try it again, Trent Manning. He singled his last time up.
Manning.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Manning, a former New York Met, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bounce to first. Cepeda comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right field number 21, Roberto Clemente.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Roberto Clemente. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Two and two now. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And that one stayed too low apparently.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump. But this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Curtis Wiggins. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Clemente, base runner at first with 1 out. Ball and a strike. Throw over to first. Runner's back. One and one. Here it is. Base hit into right center. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Angel Vargas. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner is in from second. The relay. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
Into the box, Owen Christian in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One out and a runner on third. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping in now, Edward Arnold. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
So a full count now. Scott Gifford would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Ready now, Scott Gifford. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Strike taken, the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Curveball that time, not even close.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dan Wiggins. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
The 1-0 home down the third baseline. To 1-2 now.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, Dero, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box scoring this one. Ribbies, innings pitched, strikeouts, all of the above.
In now, Fred Wiggins. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Wiggins rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. David Phelps is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Trent Manning, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Wiggins on third. Wiggins at second with 2 gone. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 6 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in now, Derek Dietrich. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit high and deep to left field. Vargas ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a sinker that stayed up high, but good for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hit hard toward the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
David Phelps.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, David Phelps. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Manning waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Clemente. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's a high pop-up. Under this one is Harrison, and he's got it for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Digging in and looking for more, Curtis Wiggins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
The left fielder, number 30, Angel Vargas.
Digging in once again, Angel Vargas. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1. Fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Echeverria is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air out to left field. Vargas has a beat on it. 1 out.
Center fielder, number 3, Jeremy Blair.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jeremy Blair. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
The 0-1. Popped him up. Gifford has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Giancarlo Stanton now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Clemente on the move into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready for another shot now. Owen Christian. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Owen Christian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. The 1-2. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
From the stretch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Blair coming on. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Scott Gifford.
Striding in once again, Scott Gifford. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. First offering on its way to short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Dan Wiggins.
Ready once again, Dan Wiggins. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Set and the 1-2 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Pirates leave 1. They lead it 6-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Orlando Cepeda. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Josh Harrison stands in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line drive to left. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
Hey, Dero, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. From the belt, the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Derek Dietrich, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0 delivery went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Harrison on second. d'Arnaud is over at first with 1 away. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Up next from Miami, Adeiny Echeverria, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Way out in front.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Marlins strand a pair. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Fred Wiggins.
For the Pirates, center fielder, Fred Wiggins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes another 0-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, Trent Manning. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Digging in once again, Roberto Clemente. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Very weakly on the ground. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Curtis Wiggins would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Ready once again, Curtis Wiggins, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, just keeping him close. Behind 0-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Standing in now, Angel Vargas. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 6 and the Marlins nothing. Cameron Maben is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Cameron Maben.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit to short. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente sprinting after it. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 3, Jeremy Blair.
Striding in once again, Jeremy Blair. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, we have to commend him right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Mark Santos comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Owen Christian.
For Pittsburgh, third baseman, Owen Christian.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Edward Arnold.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edward Arnold. First offering on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
The 1-0 home. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. But a foul ball, 1-1. Rip toward the gap in right. Arnold rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Dan Wiggins. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say he's really earned it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Gifford stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Blair makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Fred Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. It's the Pirates 8 and the Marlins nothing. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
1-1 to count. It's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Wiggins moving in. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
Digging in the switch hitter, Orlando Cepeda. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers. Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. Stays alive, still 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 6, John Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Popped high in the air. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Trent Manning. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton has a read on it. 1 down.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Ready for another shot now, Roberto Clemente. First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blair is there. 2 gone.
Up next for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again, Curtis Wiggins. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-0 home. Back up the middle. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because This has become a three-ring circus.
Up next for the Buccos, Angel Vargas. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with. But there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Wiggins at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Wiggins moving in. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Derek Dietrich.
Now in the box, Derek Dietrich. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out to left. Vargas has it in his sights, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Adeni Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Vargas ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Miami down in order. Still 8-0. Ready for another chance. Owen Christian. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Owen Christian.
Here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dietrich is under it. 1 out.
Edward Arnold.
Stepping into the box, Edward Arnold. First offering on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. A 1 pitch on its way.
That's a
Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1 and 2. Little chopper back his way. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Scott Gifford.
Striding in, Scott Gifford. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates as the lead holds at 8-0. Owen Anderson will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Anderson swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike to count. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Bob Dixon enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. In now, Jeremy Blair. Ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1 pitch. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Yelich stands at first with one out. Line towards center field. Wiggins is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready now for the Marlins, Giancarlo Stanton. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Dixon, just 24 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Miami down to their last strike.
Nope.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Orlando Cepeda, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Catch is made, and the Pirates will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them. So they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now. And they're making it look awfully easy, too.
8-0 the final today. The Pittsburgh Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dan Wiggins notches his 3rd win of the year. Rob Irizarry struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.